Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Ator Tarot deck. Okay, it's getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like around my Star Fam. Okay, it's a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with your situation, please feel free to have a look through my video library. I've got plenty of other readings posted. I'm sure you'll find something there that will resonate with your situation. Okay? Alright, so first card out we have is the Magician. Okay, Major Arcana card. The Magician... When the Magician card pops out, it means that somebody is manifesting something in their lives. You know, the Magician, he is the master of all of the 4 minor arcanas. As you can see, we've got the sword here, the cup, a wand, and a pentacle. You know, and so this is about using your skills to manifest something into your lives. So, good times. We're being really productive. So let's see if we could get a bit more information, a bit more context, and see what exactly it is y'all are trying to manifest. Right. Okay. So, next card out is the Knight of, the Nine of Cups. Right, so the 9 of Cups represents emotional fulfillment, wishes coming true. You know, as you can see, this person's got their 9 cups all in a row behind them, sat there looking quite happy with themselves, looking a bit smug even. So, I mean, obviously you're trying to manifest some kind of wish come true for you. Again, Suit of Cups, so this could be a relationship. I kind of get the feeling that some of you are just kind of manifesting happiness. So you've been feeling a little bit down lately. You know, I'm also kind of getting the impression that it's like you're just taking your happiness into your own hands at this point, especially with the way that this Magician and this person here, they seem to be kind of looking at each other. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the way that they're looking at each other, it's like, you know, that happiness, that your happiness is in your hands, you know? Kind of with the way that you guys are looking at each other, it's like a mutual like understanding between you and your higher self, you know that if you want this happiness, you're going to have to manifest it yourself. You know, and obviously, of course, it looks like you are going to manage to make this wish come true, hence why you'd probably be sat there looking quite smug. Good times, guys, good times, trying to manifest happiness into your lives. Nice. But let's see, what kind of happiness? This could be quite general. I feel like some of you might be trying to manifest like happy everything. Happy relationship, happy home life, happy career. It feels like you're trying to manifest some kind of happiness, some kind of wish come true. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of an idea. Oh, yeah, we did get a flipper. What just flipped over? The Page of Pentacles. Okay. So this could be a small offer. Pages, again, being the youngest members of the court cards. You know, and Pentacles being earthly goods. So it could be money. Or some other kind of earthly gifts, earthly present pleasures. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling that this is a new offer. This could be a new job offer that you are trying to manifest. Or like a side hustle. Could be that you're trying to get a project off the ground, like a new business off the ground. Doesn't necessarily have to be like business. You could be like trying to, as in like a place with bricks and mortar, you know? This could be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you can start up as a contractor. Do you know what I mean? So technically, yeah, you are your own business person. Do you know what I mean? Like you're gonna work for as an independent contractor instead of working for a company. Do you know, it could be that kind of deal? Or anything, like, you know, you could be doing like art commissions or something, or writing commissions, or, you know, if you're really good at video editing, those kinds of commissions. But I feel like it's something that you're kind of starting off small. You know, again, with the pages, they are young people, so it's things at the beginning stages, you know. So this could be the beginning stages of your contracting, your ideas, your new business, whatever it may be. Some of you could be trying to manifest a marriage proposal. Again, because you know, wedding rings themselves are quite small in size, so that can be the small item that you're hoping will be offered to you, right? But let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this Page of Pentacles. You know, it could be dealing with a younger person who is an earth sign, although not necessarily the case. But let's see if we can get a little bit more context with regards to this Page of Pentacles here. Let's see, please could you clarify this Page of Pentacles? Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups come out. Right, so the Page of Cups is another, again, young person, pages being early stages. The Page of Cups can also be known as an apology as well. You know, so this could be an apology you're trying to manifest. Or friendship. Or again, children. Gonna have to take this one as it resonates, guys. Again, it's a general reading, so some of you might be trying to manifest this business, some of you manifest an apology, some of you manifesting new friendship. You know, this could be an apology accompanied by a gift, or a gift and an apology. You know what I mean? It's like, so you want somebody to make up for something, you know? But again, this could also be friendship, as well as it could also be people. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on these pages. Could you tell me more about these pages, please? Please, could you tell me a bit more about these pages? And again, these pages are looking at each other. Well, kind of. They're both looking at their respective suits. But as you can see, they're both kind of facing each other, kind of mirroring the situation over here where you guys are facing each other. You know, so again, this could be trying to manifest maybe some kind of reunion. You know, like you're trying to, like you want to make things right with somebody in your life. You know, but you know it's going to have to start again with baby steps in order to rectify the situation that you've got with this other person. Like there might have been a bit of a falling out before between you and a friend, and so now you're hoping to reconnect with this person. You know. And it's like you're offering, you know, an apology. I kind of get the feeling that there might be some kind of reconciliation. You know, but this feels like, again, baby steps, starting with baby steps. You know, it's like somebody comes with a peace offering towards this friendship, and then, you know, you get the apology. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on these pages, though. Let's see. Could you tell me more about these pages? Oh. Please, could you give me a bit more information about these pages? Please, could you give me... Oh, right. Yeah. You see, because we've got this 8 of Cups that have come out, and this is about walking away from a situation. You know, so I kind of feel like this is a situation that you may have walked away from before. You know, maybe whatever falling out you had, you just ended up agreeing to disagreeing and then walking away. Because again, we've got the 9, but then going back to the 8, you know what I mean? Or that progression. I don't really feel like this is a backwards progression. Again, we're clarifying what happened here. So I do feel like there was a separation, you know, where you just had to agree to disagree or something, or you realize that this argument wasn't kind of worth it. So you just decided, instead of having a big old fight about it, that you would just walk away and remove yourself from the situation. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on that. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling that there was some sort of distance between the two of you and trying to manifest that happiness and that friendship back. It's like somebody's willing to make the apology, but it's like you want this other person to come forward with an apology as well, or some kind of token. I feel like this token could also be like an olive branch, you know what I mean? Anyways, the next card out is the 2 of Swords. Okay, so some kind of feeling of indecision, not sure about how this is going to go. Feeling like possibly you haven't got enough information to decide on a situation. You know, this could be you going back and forth as to whether or not you should actually make this apology and make this offer to try to rectify this situation. Anyways, the next couple of cards we've got out are the Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so there was some kind of change of fortune or divine timing, Wheel of Karma, that caused some kind of heartbreak here, some kind of sorrow, disappointment. So altogether, I'm seeing somebody walked away from a situation that they weren't exactly sure. Should you stay? Should you go? Wasn't sure if that was the right thing to do, or weren't sure how to deal with the situation. You know, but I'm also seeing somebody is not happy with the way that things kind of ended up turning out. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is, again, it's divine timing. It is the karmic wheel. It's about cycles, the cycle of the year, the cycle of the seasons, you know. But it could also, again, just self-explanatory, the Wheel of Fortune, you know, like letting the chips fall where they may. And it just so happened that, you know, the way that the cookie crumbled is causing some kind of heartache. So yeah, I can understand feeling a bit upset, feeling unsure how to move forward, not being happy with the way that things ended up turning out in the end. And so trying to manifest that happiness again, even if it is just that apology. Do you know what I mean? I kind of feel like whatever the case is, it's like you just, even if you guys don't end up being like best of buds again, but the point is to just at least not leave it on a sour note, you know? It's like I kind of get the feeling that you just want to clear the air. And again, even if you don't end up being bosom buddies again, at least so that the air is clear and that there's no bad blood feelings. You know what I mean? Underneath, we've got the 10 of Wands. And that's like a stressful burden. You know what I mean? As you can see, this person here, they are, yeah, they've got these 10 of Wands that they are, or they've got these 10 Wands that they are carrying with them home. You know what I mean? And so this is about kind of, could be biting off more than you can chew, or just, you know, feeling that you've got a lot weighed down on your shoulders. You know, so I can definitely see how, you know, this situation could be a cause of some stress, you know, and just wanting to let go of the stress and the heartache. You know what I mean? And just wanting to find some kind of resolution to whatever conflict this was. You know, I kind of get the feeling that it might not even have been something like really massive. This feels like it could have been something like really small and petty. Again, we've got the 2 pages, and you know what kids are like. They fight over silly things. You know what I mean? And you know how to cry over spilt milk, make mountains out of molehills. You know, so I kind of get the feeling that both of you might have been a little bit immature around the situation. But again, if you notice, I'm not getting any like massive cards of betrayal. So I'm not seeing a 10 of swords. I'm not seeing a 7 of swords. I'm not seeing a 5 of swords. And that's like backstabbing. That's like sneaky behavior, lying, deceit, gossip. You know, I'm not seeing any of that here. I'm just seeing you guys being stressed out and a little bit, quite heartbroken and disappointed about the way that things turned out. You know what I mean? Especially if I get the feeling that you've walked away from this and it's been quite a long time since the last time you guys have spoken, you know? And that can be the cause of this heartache at the moment, right? You know, so I can understand, especially if you're feeling this way, you're very much in the 3 of hearts mode, and feeling that sorrow and feeling that sadness of why you would be here as the magician and trying to manifest some new happiness for yourselves. You know, I understand getting sick and tired of feeling this way and just wanting to manifest your own happiness. You guys. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit more context. I want to see if I could clarify this 3 and see exactly what this situation was, what this cause of conflict was. Sorry guys, bear with me a second. You know, I'm like trying to make it so that you guys can see everything as best as possible. Right, let's see if we can pull a few cards on this 3 of Swords to see what was the falling out. What exactly was this falling out? You can tell me about this 3 of Swords, please. Could you tell me more about this 3 of Swords? Could you clarify this 3 of Swords for me, please? Could you clarify this 3 of Swords? So we have got the 2 of Pentacles. There's another 2 that we've got that kind of represents indecision. Right? This could be about, yes, indecision. It could be that you were juggling 2 options. I don't know if it was if this was you guys were dating and somebody was seeing more than 1 people at the time and they were trying to juggle 2 at once. You know what I mean? But this could also be, you know, trying to keep a bunch of things up in the air at once. So maybe one of you was just really super busy and never really had much time for the other. Let's see if we can get a little bit more context. Could you give me a little bit more information on this 3 of Swords and this 2 of Pentacles, please? I mean, this could have been a case of somebody was being indecisive, and then another person was like, well, you know what, if you're not going to decide, then, oh, look, the 10 of Wands came back up. You know, so it could have been like, well, if you can't decide, then, um, we'll decide for you, kind of thing. And you weren't quite happy with the way that it turned out. You know what I mean? Because again, we've still got a certain amount of indecision going on. You know, weighing up pros and cons here. There could have been some kind of indecision around traveling or moving. Because in the background here, sorry, we'll come back to this 10 in a second. But as you can see in the background here, we've got this ship that is kind of sailing away on these pretty choppy waters. But, you know, there is, again, the implication of some kind of travel with the ship here. We've got this travel implication with the 8 of Cups here as well, too. So it could have been something about a move. Could have been some kind of indecision about a move. Somebody wanted to move and another person didn't. You know, and then again with the 10 of Wands, this person, you know, this could be a move as well too, you know, this person is walking with all their earthly possessions. You know what I mean? So, and again, this is the second time that this 10 of Wands is appearing. So this could have been some kind of move. But I'm definitely seeing and feeling the stress around it. You know, like this is, somebody's feeling like heavily burdened. It's like somebody was heavily burdened or really stressed out and unable to make a solid decision. And so it's like, you know, the universe stepped in for you and decided for you. And now you're unhappy with the result, you know? But I kind of get the feeling again that this is like a stress thing. Either you got too much on the go at the moment and you genuinely don't know. This could be like indecision because due to just global uncertainty, you know what I mean? And the way that everything is now, it's kind of hard to make solid plans, especially solid plans around traveling. You know what I mean? Because again, with the way the world is, it's like, you know, a country will open up and say, okay, yeah, we can take visitors. And then it's like, great. And then you book a vacation there and then you get there. And then it's like, okay, now, you know, due to a spike in what's happening, we've had to close the borders again. You know, a lot of people end up getting stuck. A lot of people end up having to cancel. You know what I mean? So because of that, there is a lot of just uncertainty in the air in general, you know, globally. You know, so it could be that this is just adding another layer of stress as to not being able to make a proper decision. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like, although I'm not getting the 8 of Swords, it's like almost a feeling like, well, my hands are kind of tied at the moment. You know, and there isn't really much that I can do at this point in time. But I'm definitely somebody's definitely feeling the pressure and feeling the stress. Okay. All right, so I kind of feel like that might have been what this disagreement is about and why it's like, why you're both appearing as pages. You know, there might have been a lack of understanding, that it wasn't anybody's fault. You know what I mean? It's just the way that the world is and just circumstances, you know? It's nobody's fault. It's just, you know, it's the circumstances of what's happening, you know? And again, everything is very much up in flux at the moment and are quite subject to change at the drop of a dime, you know, depending on numbers of cases in whatever city that you're in. You know what I mean? So a lot of things are kind of in flux, and there are many things that are out of our control here. You know, because again, the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel of karma. You know what I mean? And this is like external forces at work. You know what I mean? It's like just the way the cookie crumbles. It's just luck of the draw. You know, this is something that nobody could have foreseen. You know what I mean? Like usually when the Wheel of Fortune is at work here, rarely is it ever at the hands of somebody's doing. You know what I mean? This is usually, again, divine timing, divine happening, things outside of your control happening. Do you know what I mean? And so I kind of, I'm understanding now why you guys have kind of turned up as pages, because it's not like you have the power the way a king or a queen would. You know, you don't have that that power to be able to make that decision and say, okay, yeah, this is the way it's going to be. Because again, at this point in time, we're all pretty much at the mercy of the world and the way everything works out at the moment. We're all kind of at the mercy of our circumstances, of our cities, of our jobs, you know, of our lives, of our families' jobs, you know, because if somebody's, you know, somebody's livelihoods could very well affect our own. You know, for example, if you guys were due to go on holiday and but your partner was made redundant, so now you no longer have the spare money to go. You know, that's something that would be considered out of your hands. That's, you know, that's just unfortunately the way the wheel of fortune turned, and that wasn't anybody's fault. It's not like you were planning on losing your job or your partner was planning or whoever. Do you know what I mean? So this is very much like we're at the moment, again, at the mercy of circumstances, and it's kind of like you feeling like pages, because you kind of, I mean, you know, we all kind of feel like children at the moment, where we're having, you know, the rules changed constantly, and us just having to abide by rules. At this point, we're not really making the rules here, so we're not really the kings and queens of our own lives, as it were, in that extent, to that point. You know what I mean? And I kind of get that maybe one or both of you may have been a little bit immature about, you know, the way that things kind of worked out. But I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But again, I kind of get the feeling that even with this, with the Two of Coins and the Ten of Wands, it's almost like you're trying to find a creative way to come up with the funds, or to balance your funds, or to see if you can cut back in some places so that you can come up with the cash to be able to make this trip, make a trip or something. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, this could be a trip that you and a friend or you and a partner were meant to go on, but it kind of looks like it's not going to be possible anymore. But it's like you're trying to find a way to manifest it, even if it is stressing you out. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely getting a feeling of wanting to make things right. You're wanting to make things right, and you're trying to come to some kind of compromise. Trying to find some kind of balance and find some way in order to make this work. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, again, we were clarifying the Three of Swords, and it feels like that's where the heartache is. The heartache is, you know, the stress of trying to come up with the funds, and trying to balance a checkbook and somehow be able to come up with the funds to be able to do this trip, go on this journey, do this move, or whatever it is that you guys had originally planned to do. Mm. Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely feeling like somebody's upset because of it. Honestly feels like a budgeting thing. This feels like a budgeting thing, and they're really, really stressed out about it. Hmm. This could also be about repayment as well too. And that could be the Page of Pentacles. That could be like the repayment plan. You know what I mean? Somebody maybe have to pay you back slowly over time, but they're trying to come up with the money in order to be able to pay you back, and it's kind of stressing them out, stressing both of you out. You know what I mean? Because this could also be you having to find creative ways to budget for yourself while you're out this money. Again, guys, taking it as it resonates. This is a general reading, so your falling out is going to be different. The bottom of the deck, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is about legacy. Tens are the highest number in the minor arcana. So 10 is like the happily ever after, right? So yes, this could be about paying back money. But I mean, again, this card is about living that happily ever after. It's that family, that successful family business, you know, that could be passed down generations. As you can see, we've got the different generations here. We've got the older grandparent with the younger parents. In traditional tarot, it's also got pictures of children. But as you can see, we've got this happy family here, and they're quite well off. Okay, okay. So yeah, this kind of does feel like an argument over money. Money repayments, that's probably why there is so much upset, is because you know that the money is there, but for whatever reason they're not paying you back. So sorry to hear about that, guys. But I mean, again, the 10 of Pentacles, that's like the happily ever after card, you know? And we do have these, well, we've got 3 tens with the Wheel of Fortune out here. All right, so we've got this 10, the Wheel of Fortune's a 10, and then we've got the 10 of Wands as well, too. I mean, the 10 could also be a reunion. I kind of feel like there will be a happy union. I feel like this is going to work out, because I do honestly, looking at these last 3 cards, it looks like this person is going to find a way, you know? It's going to take some creative, you know, some creative planning, some creative ideas, but I get the feeling that this person is going to find a way. You know, because we've got this 10 of Wands, and they're coming to the 10 of Pentacles. It's like they're coming home to the 10 of Pentacles. Do you know what I mean? So I do get the feeling that this will get resolved, right? I do see resolution of this situation. But I get the feeling that there's going to have to be some level of patience. There's going to have to be some level of patience about this. For some of you who were hoping to get a proposal, I get the feeling that some of you might have given your partner an ultimatum about a proposal, and your partner just kind of had to walk away from it because they weren't quite ready at the moment. And it's like there's heartbreak now because, you know, that ultimatum didn't work out the way that you were hoping that it would work out, and because they weren't quite ready, they ended up walking away from the situation. You know what I mean? And now this person is obviously stressed out and maybe trying to come up with creative ideas in order to kind of like give you that proposal and that happy life that you're looking for, that happily ever after. Yeah, you see? Then underneath that, we've got the 4 of Wands. And again, this is a card of celebration. It's usually a card of marriage. You know? So, I mean, yeah, right underneath the 10 of Pentacles, we had the 4 of Swords. So, yeah, it very much looks like somebody wants to get married. Somebody wants to or wanted to get married. Okay, I feel like this could very well have been an argument over a proposal. Somebody made some kind of ultimatum. You know, and at first it didn't work out really well. You know, it didn't work out the way that they wanted it to, but now after thinking about it, it's like the other person is trying desperately to find a way to come up with the money or whatever in order to be able to get married. See what's under that. Yep, and there's the argument. The argument right there. Right, guys? And then we got the 4 of Cups. So yeah, there's a disappointment after that that ultimatum didn't work out well. There's a disappointment and there's a heartache. Yeah, you see? But I get the feeling that this person is now... Not that they're coming around. That's like the wrong... It's like now this person is trying to come up with a creative way in order to make this work. Okay, but that wasn't without arguments. It wasn't without disappointment and arguments. Right? Arguing over wedding. So I was right. That was the small offer that you were hoping for, was for that marriage proposal. I get it. Okay. Okay. Oh, goodness, you guys. Let's see. What is going to be the outcome? I'm curious. Let's see. Yeah, you see 7 of Cups is kind of in not knowing what to do, confusion, not knowing what to do, having plenty of options, not knowing what to choose. Again, another card of indecision. You know, I kind of get the feeling that this person just isn't really ready. It's not that they're not emotional. It's not that they don't love you or they don't care about you. To me, it feels more like this person just wants to be a little bit better off money-wise. You know what I mean? Like this person, the reason why they've held off on going forward with this marriage plan and everything is I honestly get the feeling that this has more to do with money more than anything else. Because this person does care about you and they do want to be able to give you the world, you know? They want to give you that big, rich, amazing wedding that people are going to talk about, you know, for like years. They want to give you like that fairy tale romance that you deserve, you know? And the reason why they're saying no is because they haven't got the money. It's not that they don't want to. It's not that they don't have the heart. They just don't have the cash right now. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's just they don't have enough money to give you what you want. And I get the feeling that they do care about you and they do love you and they do want to give you the sun and the moon and the stars and everything they can. It's just that where they are monetarily right now, they can't, you know, and I get the feeling that they'd rather, you know, wait, put things off until they do have the money and they are ready and they can give you that fairy tale wedding that you wanted. You know what I mean? Because again, you're coming up as pages, right? And pages, the youngest people in the court cards. So it's like, it's not that they're not emotionally prepared. It's just I feel like you're, you know, not monetarily prepared. You know, you don't have enough money. You only have a small amount of money. Pages, the youngest, the smallest. Do you know what I mean? I mean, maybe there might be a little bit of emotional immaturity as well, too, because we do have the Page of Cups, although I don't feel like... I feel like one of you is more emotionally immature, right? And then another one of you is like just doesn't have the money, like monetarily immature. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean, though? It's like one of you hasn't got the emotional intelligence, you know, and then another one of you, it's like you got the emotional intelligence and you got the intelligence to realize that what this person wants right now is going to cost a lot more than what you have. You know what I mean? Because it's like the budget you're working with right now is like a page size budget. You know, and it's like this page of cups though wants, like, you know, all the stops, pull out all the stops. I want, you know, a wedding that's gonna rival like Princess Diana with a big dress, and you know, like they just want to get married in a castle and, you know, have that real like royal celebrity, like the wedding that's worthy of the gods or some crap like that, you know? So I do kind of sense a little bit of emotional immaturity on the side of that person who wants basically everything, you know? And I feel like this poor Page of Pentacles is just like, okay, it's great and I wish I could give you everything, but right now, you know, you want a big celebrity wedding, you know, but I don't have celebrity wedding budget. You know, like this is great. We can spend a whole fortune on our wedding and then what? Live in our cars for the next 6 years? You know what I mean? So I kind of get the feeling that that was the disagreement that caused you to maybe have to walk away from this situation for a bit, just so that you can kind of get your head back in the game, you know? And whatever this ultimatum was, it didn't work out the way that this person wanted it to, and so now they're all heartbroken. Now you're both heartbroken. You know what I mean? And it's like you're just now trying to come up with the cash, you know, and it's quite stressful, but you're not sure what else to do at this point in time, you know? You just want to make this person happy, you know? Hence trying to manifest that happiness. I feel like it's not just your happiness you're trying to manifest, it's theirs as well, too, you know? It's like, what can I do to make this person happy, and how can I make them understand that it's not that I don't want to give them their heart's desires. It's just that at the moment I can't afford to give you your heart's desires. You know what I mean? That's where I feel like we're at right now. Just be careful about that, because if this person, it's your relationship at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But if this person's main focus is just on the superficial and I just want what's big and best because, you know, keeping up with the Joneses and I just want to be better than everybody and da 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 da. I mean, just be careful with that you're not like dealing with a proper gold digger. Okay, you guys, like when it comes to weddings and marriages and everything, what's important is that you are getting married to the person that you love the most. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to invite all, like, I don't know, 2,000 of your Facebook friends to come in person to visit you, and it doesn't have to be this massive grandiose affair. And it would probably be safer as well, given everything that's going on, if it was a smaller affair as opposed to this massive grandiose situation, you know? I kind of feel like that would be better, safer. But it's almost like you just can't talk any sense into this person, you know? Like, not only do you not have the money, but it's like, come on, with everything that's going on right now, is it even safe to have this massive group of people come and celebrate us? Number two, do you really need to invite every one of your Facebook friends to come celebrate? Do you know what I mean? And it kind of feels more, again, a bit immature as to how they're seeing this, believing this, handling this, you know? So yeah, I can understand why you'd want to walk away and kind of try to get a bit more perspective on this, you know, and really think about if this is the right thing to do. Okay, so like that's up to you. If you want to continue to pursue a relationship with this page, keeping in mind that you both are presenting as pages here, right? Just keep that in mind. Are you sure that this is what you want? Are you sure that you want to be with somebody knowing that you're both being pages about this whole situation, you know? I mean, ideally, I would have loved to have seen you like two kings, two queens, a king and a queen. You know what I mean? But at least to be slightly older than just being, you know, coming forth as pages. You know, that kind of gives me the feeling that neither of you are quite ready as of yet. You know? But I mean, again, that's up to you, your situation. You guys know your situations better than I do. This is just a general spread. But yeah, I kind of get the feeling that we're being a little bit immature about this, you know? So, yeah, maybe think about it for a little bit while longer, you know? Really deliberate, really think about if this is what you want, and if you're sure that you want to be with somebody who's going to be a bit bratty about not getting what they want, you know? But I mean, again, I leave that choice up to you. I mean, if you guys, you guys know your significant others better than I do. This might just be them having a moment. I can understand people being frustrated. Coming up to like, what, a year and a half, probably more than that now, since we've been able to go out and have like, proper socialization and everything. You know what I mean? So I can understand the frustration of just wanting to get out there and just have some fun after so long being cooped up and, wanting this wedding to be a grand idea and this grand spectacle, where we can finally get together with people. And so I understand the frustration. I understand wanting to pull out all the stops, right? But at the same time, you have to kind of be practical about this, you know? I mean, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with living life with your head in the clouds, just as long as you can still feel your feet on the floor. Okay, guys? Okay. Anyways, I am going to pick a card from the You Got This deck. See if we can close this spread out with an inspiring quote. All right, let's see. Please, could you give me some words? Let me move this out the way. Oh. Come on, stay. Right, so please, can we get some words of wisdom, words of advice, words of encouragement with regards to this spread? Please, can we get some words of wisdom, words of advice, words of inspiration for my star fam with regards to this spread? Okay. You can do it if you put your mind into it. But again, that's up to you. Do you want to put your mind into it? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, it looks like, yes, you probably could find a way to come up with this cash. It's probably not going to be easy. It's going to be stressful. But I mean, apparently you can. I mean, sure you can, if you put your mind into it. But the question is your mind still in the game? Is your heart still in the game? You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm just focusing on the put your mind into it. Really think about this long and hard. Is this what you really want? Okay, and if it is, then absolutely, you can make it happen. You can, because again, you're coming up as the magician, right? Trying to manifest something in. You can do it. The magician can do it. You absolutely can. Trying to manifest that happiness. But again, is your head still in the game? Is your heart still in the game? Now that you've seen the side of this person, do you even still want this anymore, right? That is totally up to you guys. I'll leave that decision up to you. But again, if you do want to, you can, I feel like this person will absolutely take you back and be quite happy, to get everything that they want, right? And again, you could do it. You could. But again, that's up to you. That is completely and totally up to you guys. All right? Because again, free will, it's your choice. You know what's best for you. Right? And if this person is really just being a belligerent child, then, I mean, hey, if you can live with that for the rest of your life, all the power to you. Right? But yeah, at the same time, if you don't want to anymore, then that's, again, completely your choice, all right? All right, guys. I think I'm going to leave this here for now. I hope this helped. If this spread resonated and you did enjoy this, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And with that, as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.